These guys are all waiting. Oh, that's one thing we need to do, actually. Hang on a minute. Hang on a fucking minute. So while this is making its journey, we actually need to amend this train line here. So this line is going to be Port Bumley to Featherstone. And when we manage the line, we are going to see it. We're going to see it start at Featherstone, and then it is going to stop at Sandwich line number 1. It's going to continue on to Port Bumley Passenger, and then it's going to come back to Sandwich on platform number 2, and then continue on to Featherstone platform 2. So here we go. So now we have effectively a connection between Featherstone, Sandwich, and Beaminster over here. So now we'll start to see this passenger route get used. Meanwhile, we're going to follow this train for a bit longer. Let's see how much profit it goes ahead and generates. So it's going to slow down as it comes up this this hill here. It's limited to 30 miles an hour, but with the uphill it doesn't have enough power to even get to 30 miles an hour. But nevertheless, it's going to pull in. Let's see how much it gets. So my guess is between $1 million and $1.5 million. Let's see what the answer is. Let us see what the answer is. Million. 1.1 million. Fine, definitely take that. That's going to allow us to repay our loan quite a fair bit. Fine. Alright. Well, we've got $100 bill. So now we're kind of at a bit of a stalemate. You may have noticed that we have maxed out our loan, except for that $1.5 million that we have paid back. So we've put our industry to a point where it is going to make profit. So all we need now is time in order to be able to expand. But that time is going to take a little bit to happen. I'm curious to see. So, oh, we got some people here. I got some people here that are going to the port. So this lady has now got a job in an industrial building in Sandwich, and she is going to use the boat and the train to get there. Let's actually turn that ship around so that she can get to her gainful employment. Oh, there's actually one. I didn't realize there was one person already on board. So how does this look? So yeah, they do just stand there looking all forlorn. I didn't actually realize there was one person on board already. I do like this paddle steamer because it's open air. So the people just sit on top of it, which is pretty funny to see. Anyway, the boat docks. That actually looks real fucking messy. Do you know what? This is gonna be a temporary solution. I'm gonna have to fix this at some point. I had high hopes for this mod, but the fact it doesn't snap together is a bit, it's a bit shit, really. But fine. It is what it is. Okay. So, ship's gonna bring people over to the passenger department. Oh, hang on a minute. Why are you running empty? Huh. I think I actually need to... Oh, no, okay, you're deadheading. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Where is our passenger train? Our passenger train is here, and it I think has actually some people in tow that are going to be going over to... Yeah, it's got 2 people that want the port. The good news is the Rigi is going to pull in just as it gets there. So our 2 passengers are going to disembark. Oh, there's another $500,000, so we can repay that. So we're going to pull in here. Yeah, this dock set looks a lot nicer. So passenger pulls into Port Bumley, and we have our people. So we have Luca and Jessica, and they are going to head to the train station, hopefully before the train arrives. I really do like the notion of being able to follow it like a passenger's journey. I can see she's coming around. And she's gonna go into the entranceway into the port. And she's just gonna chill. Here comes the passenger train with the people that are hopefully going to be getting off at the port. So made a little bit of money there, 2 people on, but yeah, the port isn't massively going to be where this line is going to make its money. It's mostly on the Sandwich to Featherstone and eventually up to backup route. Yeah, that's eventually where it's going to be. I do need to get another carriage onto this though, because that number's getting pleasantly high, but high. So this is fine. Our passenger stations aren't getting overstocked, so that's pretty good. Right now I'm pretty happy with just the 1 tram. God, are all 15 of these people going to be getting off at this stop? That's going to be wild if they do. Got 3 people waiting to get on. Do all 15 get off? Let's see. We get down to 2. Yeah, all 15 get off. God dang. Okay, yeah, I really do need another carriage onto this train. I might use the money to do this because the trains are going to be where we get our money now, I think. So let's manage vehicle. Let's edit it, and let's purchase another. Where is it? There it is. So it's going to be another 2nd class train, but this one is full 2nd class, so you can see it's a lot more expensive. 3rd class is also expensive, but let's grab this and we'll modify for that. That leaves us fine. So we've now got a capacity of 50 on this train. So when we get these people crossing the road, so they're using the underpass, it's going to be a race against time for these people to see if they actually make it to the train station before the train pulls up. We're watching it approach. But good, this is all looking very prim and proper so far. Oh, come on, guys. You don't have long. We can see the train. Nah, I think they're going to miss it, actually. Yeah, they're going to miss it. They're definitely going to miss it. I mean, I say they're going to miss it. They might be waiting for the docks. I know this guy is. This guy looks like the fucking fat controller. Jesus Christ. But some of these guys, I mean, if that was me, I would be sprinting for that train just now. But these guys are pretty chill about it. Anyway, yeah, train's going to pull away before it gets in. Sad. You're off to bed, Hibble. Have a good rest of your stream. Thank you, Mono. Catch you later. Have a good rest. Will not be going for too much longer. Another wee cheeky $500,000 there, so we can put that away. So at the moment the game now slows down. We've spent all the money that we have, and we have been. Are you bringing shit back? Or are you the Sawmill Works train? I might change you actually. Actually, no, I don't. I kind of don't want to. Part of the problem is just because it's so freaking close together. But yeah. Ooh. Train here causing us a bit of grief. Why is it causing us grief? because it's on the way to Featherstone. This is a really long passage, so I might actually go ahead and where's the halfway point? So halfway point between here and here is going to be roughly here. Let's do it on the straight where there's good visibility of signals. Let's just do a halfway signal to hopefully speed up the line a little bit. Fine. So eventually we're going to get our way over to backup. That's probably going to be our first goal of the next time we stream this. This place is going to be an absolute fucking nightmare to get shit to and from. But it's going to be an important place to get things to and from because there's fucking brickworks there. Anyway. Apologies, got a very itchy nose. Also, I need to... Sorry, I need to check a message. Okay, fine. So yeah, we're basically on the waiting game now. So for now, it's going to be a task to try and spruce up this this little railway network to look a little bit more realistic, really. Because right now we've done a lot of good towards it looking the part, but it also kind of doesn't look the part. So to explain why things are the way they is, let's pay off some of that loan again. So to explain why the way things, the way things are the way they is because take this railroad crossing. The reason why it specifically gates, or I guess more generally, it is a fence, right? The reason specifically why it is a fence, as opposed to anything else, is because the British Railways decided that every part of the railway everywhere in the country, no matter how rural, had to be fenced off, fence being the specific word. And this gate is like a moving fence, whereas if you have a barrier that raises and lowers, that's not really a fence as such. So that is basically why Britain ended up settling on this design here, for the gated railway crossings, because it is basically just like an extension of the fence. So we're going to be replicating. We're going to be replicating this. The function of the fence was effectively twofold. It was one, like, to identify that it was a railway and hopefully make people that were thinking of trespassing on the railway just to think that little bit harder before they trespassed on the railway. But the other thing was it kept animals off the track. So it didn't matter how rural it was, the railways were always fenced off. So given that we have some time to kill, as we are working our way through the time, oh shit, we need to place down our headquarters. Actually, that's one thing we do need to do. We need to decide where we want to put it. I don't necessarily know we want it in what's the bigger town, Sandwich or Featherstone? Sandwich was technically the town where we started, although Featherstone, where's the commercial district in Featherstone? It's here. I wonder if we just put it in Sandwich, actually. So we can build it, it doesn't cost us very much at all, it only costs us effectively the groundwork. And if we post it here, that lets us keep an eye on the Sandwich train station. Fine, that is good enough for us. I can hear a train stopped. Oh no, it's the sawmill. Never mind. Never mind. Fine. So everything's ticking along quite nicely. So the machine works is currently deadheading. That's fine. I've got a few passengers waiting for trains. How many passengers are taking the port? Okay, it's slowly starting to pick up in. It's slowly starting to pick up in numbers. So let's get to work on doing some fencing. Let's make this look the part, huh? So for this we're going to use the Oh, that's cool. Little port things here. So yeah, we're using quite a lot of mods, as you can see. And so yeah, part of this is considered as like something of like a model railway project where, you know, we're not metaing the game. We're just basically trying to get something that looks pretty cool. Let's try and see which does this fence look pretty good. Okay, I don't know if I like that as such. It annoys me there's no fence in the game that replicates these like this quite well. This one's going to be quite tricky because I need the fence. I need the fence to like not spaz out with the height. We're just going to take this very, very piecemeal. The fence is balanced on the edge of this, what has become a retaining wall. So we'll do the same thing again. Let's click on you here to continue this fence. So this is the one that we have to be particularly careful with, because I need it on the edge so that it doesn't like dip down. And then once we get to here, we are free. So let's pull -4 on this. So now I should be able to direct this along the railway. So we can do this in small increments. The reason why I'm using it in small increments of linear tool as opposed to you know, many increments or like only a few increments of the curved tool is because the curved tool actually oh god, that looks horrific. Jesus Christ, I don't know if you guys have fucked that up. Okay, alright, change plan, never mind. Let's bring you up to here. God, this is gonna be so fucking messy. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? Yeah, you can see where it's starting to like dip down. Should have considered using a something that prevents them from building there. Okay, fine. Let's go to here and continue on. Yeah, so when we move on to wire fencing, when you use the curve tool, it actually has the wires like curved, which just like it looks kind of weird. So I'd rather use small increments of straight fencing. And then we'll have this one come down here. Boom. And so we finished that. Fair enough. Okay. I think there's quite a lot going on here. So we'll probably actually put in a little fakey shaky junction box in the form of, where is it? It's the G. Oh no, it's not G. Oh, here it is. So we'll do signal box. Let's see. So we need to have a think. What would be the resource that is available here on this island? So there's red bricks, there's stone, there's wood. I think it would have to be wood because there's not really anything else. So wood on wood with a gable-ended roof. Fine, and we'll plonk this one down probably here. There we go. This will be the... rename this the sandwich junction box. And you'd probably also have these like small railway buildings as well in places, so we'd probably have a wooden. And these would be like the controllers' houses for the level crossings. So I'll probably put this one. I can't attach it directly to there, but let's put it here. I think that looks pretty nice. What can we do with this one? So wood, same, gable-ended, fire buckets and lamp. Yeah, let's do that. That looks quite nice, even though there's no nighttime in this game. I think this place is probably worthy of a junction box as well, do we not reckon? So we'll do it wood again. Where would we want it? Probably here, I reckon. Now this is quite a busy set of junctions, so I'd probably consider actually making this one... Oh, I can make it like mini. That's so cute, look at it. Look at that. I probably actually want it as a +1 length. Which I need some pennies for. So we need to just wait. So that's gonna make a delivery. That's gonna be fine. Oh, that was not enough money. This'll help us be enough money, I reckon. No. Our main money maker is that long distance train. But yeah, there we go. Okay, fine. So let's just have this one here. We'll do that one as wood. I don't think there's anything else I can do with the yeah, okay. And we'll refer to this as the Bumley signal box. Let's repay some of our loan with that, actually. Remember them. Ooh. Oh no, we're borrowing. We'll go borrow. Okay, we're down to 11 million, so we can potentially start thinking about doing stuff soon, which is pretty good. Yeah, this train's not pulling a lot of... It's not doing a lot of work. But it is at least keeping up the expenses. Right, I feel like I want to tell this train to wait. So manage vehicles, manage line, sorry. So at the freight, I want you to wait for a full load. For a maximum, 3 minutes is probably a bit long. Let's go for 2 minutes. Let's go for 2 minutes. See how that works. Because the problem is this train tends to pull in while this one is pulling out. So the sawmill doesn't quite have time to work its way through the goods. So you can see here it's at 30 and we have a capacity for 50. So we ideally want to wait for a full load if we can. is basically the long and short of things just now. Cool. Okay. Fine. So let's finish sprucing up our shit. I think we'll do a little railway building. Where could we put it? I can probably put that one here, I reckon. There we go. So this will be the. Actually, I don't really need to name it, but I'm going to. So back in the day, people would actually like live, like well, back in yesteryear, it wasn't uncommon for you to live at the place that you worked. It seems a bit weird by our standards, but like yeah, nurses would live inside the hospital. Junior doctors would as well. Hence why in history, like in American hospitals, you call your doctors who are qualified but like the lowest level, the residents, because they like lived in the hospital. Nurses in particular, they used to live in the hospital. So yeah, it wasn't actually that uncommon for you to live in the place that you worked. And the railway was no different depending on your job. Let's take this in smaller increments. Just because we're curving. Oh lord, we're curving. So we'll try and get this looking good before we move on to the next phase. Hopefully by the time this is all done, we should have made enough money for us to basically move on. Let's bring this up to here. Do the fence close to here so it looks good, and we're going to finish that off. Nope, that's not enough. Let's bring that one to there and finish that off. There we go, that looks alright. And then we've got to do this area here. I'll probably bring this down as a fence, and then we'll move on to like a wire fence. So you wouldn't use an ornate fence everywhere, but around, like within sight of the built up areas, I like to use the more ornate fencing. So yeah, let's do that one. So let's get this area here. We'll start this one, bring it over to here, and then we're going to take this nice small increment purely because it's quite a heavily curved section, and we don't want it looking entirely out of place. Let's bring you to about here, and then to here. And then let's start making our way down towards the level crossing. The money that we have. Oh wow, it's June. We're halfway through our first year of this, so we've done quite a lot of work to start us off. By this point in the normal speed of the game, you would probably be having like ridiculous amount of it'd probably be like the fucking 1900s by now. It's ridiculously fast. It's just it's unnecessarily fast. Let's bring you to here. This area requires a little bit of work. Let's finish that off. So what we'll do is we'll put in a post here that is going to go, oh fuck. So one thing I hate about this tool, as amazing as it is it kind of screws you over when you are, yeah, there we go. Okay, fine. So now the person can get into their house and then out into the railway side of things. So I think that looks pretty nice. Let's do the same thing on the other way, on the return journey into the city. We'll start this out here, and then that is going to come to here. Let's finish off. Line, and then let's restart from here. As that passenger train passes in front of us. Think of it as travel and click constantly. That'll probably be the best effect for getting all of this in place. Cool. Okay, let's bring you up and over to here and then finish. Cool. Fine. That is the railway all fenced off in and around Sandwich. From this level crossing, I'm going to consider it a little bit more rural, so we'll switch fences to probably this one. So we'll start this off. Okay, I need to disable the Y thing from here. So we'll start this off here, and then we'll go back to -4. And then don't... Oh, fuck, I had it on finish. Fuck! One thing I hate about this tool. One thing I absolutely detest about this tool. Okay, so we're in line mode now. Let's bring this over to here. That works for me. And I'm in debt, so I can't actually do anything with this. What are you waiting for? Oh no, you're fuck, you're very almost full. Okay, it's leaving. Ugh. I don't really know how well this actually works. Fine. Whatever. It is what it is. Let's go back and do our nice little fences. So we'll start this one here. And we'll just start bringing it round. So yeah, this is why I'm using the straight line tool, because if I was using the curved line tool, then these wires would actually be curved, which just looks fucking weird. It looks hella weird. 10 out of 10. Do not want. But so far this is coming together quite nicely. Curving this track around, this fence around, rather, not track. No level crossings over here. Eventually one stage, so stagecoaches have, well not stagecoaches, but the horse-drawn carriages, they have their merit, but, yeah, they're so slow that anything over immediately close distance is just not frigging worth it to use. Like, at all, so. So over time we'll see these areas get redeveloped, but for just now we're just going to try and keep this fairly basic. We'll get that one in here, and then this should allow us to close this off over here. There's that fence spot, there it is. So we finish. Here we go, we've got a nice little track going over. Cool. Now this area we're going to have to get a little bit more constructive with our fencing. The fuel transport from here over to here is going to be important once we get trains over this side. But I want at least to get to Baku. I want to get this sorted as much as possible. We do have a complete industry over here, which is quite good. It's so annoying about this area. This is going to have to be a truck only area for sure. Yeah, for sure. Okay, alright, fine. Food for thought for later. Let's just, well, close to repaying off our loans here, which is nice. Let's pick you to here, because I think that's, oh fuck, I had to fucking finish on again. Ugh. So annoying. Okay, we finish that and go back to line. Oh, huh, that didn't line up as well as planned. Alright, let's continue with this little strategy of doing the 4-way in short intervals. Jesus Christ. You can always tell when the long distance train that's carrying... Ooh. Oh, there it is. You can always tell when the long distance train that is carrying the wood planks to the tool factory gets there, because suddenly my bank balance shoots up by like a solid mil. But it's good. That's kind of what it was designed to do. So although it's not the necessarily the fastest source of income in the world, it is definitely getting us a lot of income over time, which basically is going to guarantee our future. So what we'll do here is I'm going to bring this fence into here, and then we're just going to bring it up to the edge of the yard. And so this is all railway property here, so I'm basically just going to enclose this in a railway, nice and simple. So let's put you to here, and then fuck, I did the fucking finish again. Jesus Christ, I'll go to my grave never ever remembering about that. Okay, so bring you over to the junction, and then basically bring it back to this window here. I like how this game just basically ignores the idea that, you know, there would be a need for people to get to, like, the train yard. You know, seems a bit strange, but yeah. Okay, let's kind of do something similar here. So let's get the post here, and we'll bring it at. We'll bring you to the junction, and then I'm basically just going to straight line you over to here. Boom, done. This area is now all well contained within the railway, which is the objective. Let's not fix what ain't broke. Let's try. It'll behave itself and start our fence line over here. And then we're just going to run this basically all the way over to the other platform, which thankfully is a short distance. Finish. Fine. So this now all looks the part. It is a nice walled off little area of railway property that we have here. One of the other things that we can do, since I'm bored with fences for a hot minute, actually, well, I am definitely bored of fences for a minute, but I'll finish off this stretch while it is fresh in my mind. We had the finish tool on. We definitely don't want that one. So let's bring you to here, and then we'll start bringing you along, because all we have to do is get this one to the level crossing, and then basically half of our railway line is sorted for fencing. It very much looks the part, and then I can, oh, are you actually gonna, oh, okay, that's pretty snazzy. That actually fits in quite nicely there. Fine. Okay, let's finish with the fence tool for a little minute, and let's just repay all of this, except for 0.5 mil. So because this area is dead space, we can basically do with it as we please. Because I can't really, I guess I could send like a really small cargo train in here, technically. Actually, do you even count as a platform? No, okay, this doesn't even count as a platform. So yeah, this is absolute dead space. So let's spruce it up with some things to make it look the part. So let's pick a let's see, a tender engine. We'll do it in red because that is our cargo trains. And we'll grab a couple of these back here, like they have been saddled. And one thing you typically see quite a lot, so because brake vans tend to just be used as and when they are needed for the arse end of a train, they normally just get left to kind of be stacked up in a little yard somewhere. So let's get like 5 of them here. Here we go. So in effect, they would just be detached and added to the back of a train. Now, like more complicated train maneuvers, like you would see in real life, doesn't really happen in this game. But yeah, so far our railway is very much looking the part. Yeah, like these guys, even with them constantly moving freight, their cost effectiveness is there, but it's definitely minimal. Definitely minimal. So we've done half of our route, and we still have half of our route to go. I'll probably touch up the fences off stream, so that when we come back to this, we can basically just begin our adventure to the north into this proud town of backup, and then we can connect the industries that are here, which will be pretty cool. I probably need to do some exploring of trying to work out if I even want bridges or no. Kind of a rough one, wasn't it? I suppose I could actually, well. I need to think about how I'm going to do this, but that's definitely going to be something for next stream. We're going to bug out. We are definitely going to bug out here, though. It is the end of stream for today. We're going to be streaming tomorrow with some Oblivion. Let's go and see who we can have a little raid of. Let's see if anyone else is doing Transport Fever 2, or if I'm the only one. This is a relatively niche game. let's see what we're working with here. Oh god, I hate when it gives me this display. Yeah, I can't see anything. Cannot see anything. Fine. We have In 10 Cities, who is playing Transport Fever 2. Looks like they are in the more modern times. So let's go and see what their adventures are like. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow at 8 o'clock with some Oblivion. Watch them, don't accept raids. Did that go through? Yes, that did go through. That did go through. Okay, let's go show In 10 Cities some love and support. We're going to be streaming tomorrow at 8 p.m. with some more Oblivion before I think I'm having a weekend off. So look forward to seeing you then. But for just now, thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.
We no longer have control of the situation. Fall back.
Well,
GG.
we got fucking murked by a few rednecks, alright.
Why are you grabbing me and pulling me along while I'm in the split? It's my poor vagina.
Jesus. Did you mean to punch me?
I was trying to punch him right there.
Oh my god, you're really bad at punching.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I kind of like the flat cap. Oh, what a fucking surprise! The fucking northerner likes a fucking flat cap.
Enjoy that either.
Yeah. Hi.
I need your help. I knocked it out.
Understand?
And then the north comes up, turns, starts going all hoodle toodle, this and that.
Little toodle, this and that.
Gave me a headache. I don't know that.
Oh, Jesus.
Whoops.
Oh! Can we get some big signs in the chat?
Oh god, we've still got the throttle on. What the fuck? We're sitting there rib spinning. It's like I was not even noticing. Just hearing that rhythmic whoosh 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 whoosh. That is train wheel spin. Fucking sitting there doing burnouts in the station, motherfuckers. They're still fighting. Good to see that's still a thing. Oh, buggeration. Yeah. Da 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 da. I did not fucking expect that to work. I thought they were gonna turn around and absolutely just like fucking shotgun my face off. Fuck you now. Okay, well, that worked. Oh, fuck! I was not ready for him to be there. The guy came back, he's turned attacks on. So we're gonna
Can
lose.
we play Fortnite next week?
No!
You can.
God, what is fucking wrong with you? Yes. They both fucking killed each other, that's amazing. I'm pretty sure we can actually kill you from a distance. I don't know what he was doing. Every time I look away from him, he just bounces. Wait, it's me! It's... Every time I look away from this, he just starts fucking... He started bouncing in the table. I don't know why, but my vision is controlling this right now. Every time I look away from him, he's just up in the air. This is the most fucking fun I've had. What the fuck? Any collectibles you can think of? Oh, it's gone wrong. Oh, it's all gone wrong. Why am I in the roof? Why am I in the roof?
It was delicious.
Next time you come to town, you won't be able to leave without getting Dolphy sausage in your mouth, yeah?
It'll be the worst.
Absolutely.
Oh, wunderbar.
The word.
Oh, okay. All the dead bodies dropping to the floor. Oh my god, I fucking shat myself. I don't even want to see what my facial expression was like. I was like, what is that noise? Why is my everything exploding?
See, me exposing my fleshy member helped.
Oh,
You stopped saying fleshy member.
Why?
No, we do not. Fine. So our race is pretty straightforward just now. And I'm not too fond of doing... Oh, never mind. Oh, I was about to skip because nothing's happening and then Alonso spins out. He absolutely fucking ballses it up. Let's watch how it happened.
Let's see what happened there.
Now, what is next is to commence the act. It's now time to do the deed and make